In today's video, I'm sharing the number one marketing secret that enabled me to sell well over $5 million by the age of, as of yesterday, 24 years old, on the internet of information, coaching, and consulting services. And this has been for a variety of different niches. My very first consulting niche was helping photographers grow their business with Instagram and Facebook organic marketing and a little bit of paid advertising and stuff like that. And now it's kind of stumbled into today, and I run two companies. The first company, I help beginners who want to skip the 9 to 5 or make $10,000 a month working from home become marketing experts and then consult businesses. The information on that is in the description. The other business that I run is I help online coaches, consultants, experts in their given field, or people with subject matter knowledge package and sell a $2,500 or more program, or take their existing coaching business and scale it to $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month. I've got clients that are even doing $500,000 a month. And the only reason I share that with you isn't to plug what I do, but it's more so to help you understand how I've gotten these businesses to succeed. Because a slow month for me is $100,000 in sales. And I'm at a point now in my career where I've built a lot of momentum, and a lot of people either envy the momentum or they look at it and they think that there's some magic behind it. But the truth is it's really not magic. It's just psychological. And I'm just going to share with you the one key thing that I've done in all the different businesses that I've launched that has enabled them to succeed. And when I was really taking the time today to contemplate this so I don't make a piece of content that was really helpful for you, I was just distilling down and down and down and down, like, what's the core thing? If I were to just connect the dots between all the successful things that I've done and what they had in common, and then all the things that I've tried, which is plenty of those that haven't worked out. What are those things? Well, it's pretty simple. It's just a little marketing secret. And the secret is what I call, I'm trying to give it a name, but basically the whole idea is mechanism naming is the secret. And I'll tell you what mechanism naming is right now. Basically, mechanism naming is when you call out a key group of people and you tell them that the way that they've been trying to solve their problem is outdated or doesn't work or is broken for certain reasons. And then you introduce a new strategy and reasons why it's better than the alternatives, and how if they want to learn how, they can get your thing or come learn about it. And then if they want the implementation of that thing, they can pay you for your time. That's it. That's the simplicity of it. So with photographers, back when I helped photographers, I used mechanism naming, and I told photographers that word of mouth is not going to get you to 6 figures a year. You absolutely must learn how to run basic Instagram and Facebook marketing and be able to spend $10 to $30 a day on advertisements to market your business. And I taught them kind of how to do that and stuff, and I had a bunch of people do really well with me. And I even consulted e-commerce businesses, and I told them that what I was telling them was I can't even remember. It was like acquiring new customers is just going to burn you out. You know what I mean? A lot of people focus on new customers, getting new customers, but it's all about retention, retaining those customers. And I call this the retention accelerating system. So you give your mechanism a name. So with photographers, I called it the bookings formula. With e-commerce businesses, when I was consulting them, I called it retention acceleration. And now today, as I'm helping existing experts, thought leaders, people who sell a coaching program or have sold a couple information products, or they have a group of people they're passionate about, they've got a following online, they want to monetize it, whatever it is like that, people who want to sell coaching online and information. I tell them that there are outdated fly-by-night marketing tactics that aren't working anymore, and that my model of hybrid marketing, which is creatively blending paid advertising and organic media into one sort of hybrid where you get the best of both worlds, where you have the infinite ceiling of paid media where you can scale really, really far. Like today, we spend $2,000 a day on ads in my companies. But then also you have this floor of organic content where you're just sharing and giving and being vulnerable about who you are. The best reels that I post are just my wife and I goofing off, you know what I mean? And people relate, you know what I mean? It's interesting how that psychology works, and I think it's really neat, just that people work that way. But a lot of people, they think it's one or the other. And then if they do organic content, they think that the stuff that's going to make their organic content is what's making the ad stuff work. It's just not. You need to do something completely different. It's two very different strategies, but when you get good at both, dude, you could literally make infinite money. And so I teach coaches that system, but I say, webinars don't work, or YouTube organic doesn't work, Instagram doesn't work, Facebook groups don't work, cold DMing obviously doesn't work. None of that's working for me. When I had my first $200,000 a month after I discovered hybrid marketing. So mechanism naming is the key to building a successful consulting, coaching, or service-based business. It's the idea that your thing is better than the old ways of doing it or the outdated things. And what's nice about this is you keep the ego out of the way. So if you're telling them it's not their fault they haven't reached their goals yet, even though if we're honest, a lot of it comes down to some personal development stuff, a lot of it's false beliefs and things that people really need to work through. In order to get in, though, that pathway in, you don't want to get their ego, on guard. You can't just say you suck at marketing. Like, that's not going to work. You have to be like, hey, you know how you've tried this, this, and this? Well, it doesn't work, and these people haven't been leading you properly. You need to try this thing. And you need to actually give them something that actually does work. And if you want to do it right, it actually should work better than the alternatives. Okay, and this is for a PseudoAware Marketplace, which in the market that I'm in, people are kind of already aware of like the different solutions that exist. Like maybe the market that you're in, the people that you're selling, they kind of already know like, different options and service providers and things that they could do. And so the way that you stand out is you call them out. Okay, and so for example, one of my students did really, really well telling people never hire an agency again. You must learn ads yourself. So he taught ads. He's a marketing consultant, and he taught ads to I think like local brick and mortar businesses or something like that, and they get inundated with like agency offers and stuff like that. And so he's like, never hire an agency ever again. Agencies don't work. They just you have to learn the skill yourself. You know what I mean? And learning the skill yourself has all these benefits. So his mechanism was literally learning Facebook ads, right? And so he's like, if you want to learn how to do it, you can watch my training video, and at the end, you can book a call with me, or you can follow me here on Instagram like I teach with the hybrid system, right? So just a really quick, simple video. Like this is like one of the common things, the common threads that makes every single one of my businesses tick. And maybe you can take this into your business, and you can literally create new marketplaces with this. This is the crazy thing about it, is a lot of people, they find themselves copying and copy pasting what's working for the people. But if you just learn the basics of mechanism naming, you can literally create a blue ocean for yourself like that and have no competition and eliminate any prospects saying, how is this better than this other thing? And you know what I mean? Because you've actually disarmed that part of their brain and given it a new name. So if I were my student doing the Facebook ads thing, I wouldn't call it learn Facebook ads. I would be like, you got to learn the digital marketing accelerator system or something like that. And then, what you're just teaching is basically just Facebook ads, but you give it a name. So another one of our students, Corey, he's a car sales coach, right? There's plenty of car sales coaches, but he says, here's how I got to $10,000 a month in commissions using the car commission accelerator formula, something like that. So the way that we teach it for coaches is, hey, run an ad, say, hey, here's my story if you have one. Or really, hey, if you're this group of people with this problem, I'm going to teach you this system, and here's why it's better than the alternatives. Follow me here on Instagram. That's the system that we teach, like high level. It's very simple. And what's fascinating about it is you can, like I said, literally enter into new marketplaces. What's really interesting is by the time they get on the sales meeting with you, they've forgotten about the name of your thing. This is literally just marketing to get them in the door. Like once they're on the sales meeting, you can like stop the dialogue of all the details of the hybrid system for us. And like honest for us, with good sales calls, we're getting in depth with them about their business, about their fears, about their beliefs, and about the things that they've tried that haven't worked, and about like sharing our screen and showing the people inside of our community that have succeeded and everything like that. And so, we don't even say like, here's how the hybrid system works. Like we literally leave hybrid at the freaking door. It's just enough to get them to talk to us so we can have the real conversation. So it kind of follows the principle of give them what they want so that you can give them what they need. And that's really what marketing is really giving somebody what they want so you can give them what they need once you are actually, working with them. Sorry, I dropped a little bottle cap. So, and this is really what I do, you know what I mean? Like, to be honest, if I do one thing and one thing at all, it's I wake people up to the ways that they've been self-sabotaging their goals, and I get their mindset right, I get their sales right, and I just get the basics of their business right. Like great offer that they're convicted about in a marketplace they know how to help or could learn how to help quickly, right? Running it in a scalable way, running a predictable numbers-driven marketing acquisition system, but I just give that a different name. Because if I told you, hey, do you need somebody who helps you with your mindset, your sales, and your overall approach to business and your life philosophy so that you can actually achieve your goals, so that you can get out of your way and achieve the things that you desire, and give you a marketing system that's numbers-driven and all this stuff, like people would be like, it wouldn't sink into the brain, right? It would just in one ear and out the other. There's too much information there. So if you want to serve people with a nuanced subject matter, which I do, helping somebody grow their business, there's a lot of variables in there. You have to enter into their psyche with one thing that solves one problem. And you got to meet them where they're at. So, ideally, I'd love to be able to run my ad. Like, we're spending $2,000 a day on ads. I've tried to run ads that say, I want to help you become a great coach and get your clients amazing results, because the truth is that's the only thing that matters. And if you're not getting great results, then, you're not going to be in business. And to be frank, getting great results grows your business as a side effect. But those don't work. People want a way to get clients, to make money. So I meet them where they're at, and then I disarm the things that they've tried, and I give a new thing, a new phrase, right? And how it's going to give them that thing that they want. And this isn't my genius. This is, I'm not even saying it's genius. It's actually pretty simple. It's just like copywriting 101. But a lot of business owners don't take the time to learn these skills. You know what I mean? So they never end up with the ability to persuade and create desire in prospects. A couple just like resources for this, like most people, they don't even ever read copywriting like books. It's very fascinating. They don't even read like the good marketing books. There's really only a few good copywriting books that I've read. I would read Great Leads by is it Michael Masterson? Yeah. Great Leads by Michael Masterson, the 6 easiest ways to start any sales message. And I'm actually going through Breakthrough Advertising by Eugene Schwartz, actually for the first time. So I've never read this, but so far it's saying a lot of the stuff that I've kind of concluded after having worked with as many business owners as I have, and run as much in ads as I have, and tested as much stuff as I have. And he's saying it in a very succinct and beautiful way. Really recommend that book as well. So Great Leads by Michael Masterson and Breakthrough Advertising by Eugene M. Schwartz. 2 really good books that go deeper into the subject of creating new marketplaces by naming new mechanisms. People's desires are always going to be the same. It's your ability to relate those desires to a strategy that is new, believable, and unlike anything that they've heard before. So new, believable, and perceived easy. So it's like new, they've never heard of it before. It sounds believable. The name or the strategy itself kind of sounds like it could work for them. And then it's got an easy perception of its implementation. If you can nail these things, you can literally move into new markets at will anytime you want. And this is how I help students of mine get to $400,000 or $500,000 a month, is they're naming a new mechanism. You know what I mean? And when you just come up with a new mechanism, the truth is that there's so much truth in that biblical verse. Like, there's nothing new under the sun, right? There's literally nothing new. To be honest, my products aren't that unique, but it's just that I'm really, really, really good at the basics of delivering on my promises and getting people amazing results. And I'm great at positioning on the front end an opportunity they might not have heard of before, and positioning it in such a way. So, one of my ads used to be like, hey, if you're an online expert, get more clients. Watch my free training. I'm going to show you how. It's not good enough. You know what I mean? It needs to be like, hey, if you're a call out the audience, struggling with this pain, or you want this desire, stop trying thing they've already tried. Try instead new, believable, and perceived low barrier of entry, easy to do name of strategy that I used to go from given place that is okay to really, really cool, nice, desirable place. And it didn't just work for me. It worked on my client blank name who went from blank to blank, my client blank name who went from blank to blank. And I could go on. The high level of the system is XYZ, keep it simple, and then, take them from there, right, to whatever it is you're trying to get them to do. Like, follow you on Instagram, follow you on YouTube, watch your training, buy your $7 thing, whatever, right? Because they want to learn the system. A lot of people, they try to get people to buy into them. But the thing about getting people to buy into you is you have to get them to buy into your thing first. If they can buy into your thing, then they can buy into you a little easier. Some people lead with the person, some people lead with the thing. Generally, with direct response marketing, it's easier to lead with the thing and then introduce the person along the way. So in my, content and what I do online, I'm always very open and honest about who I am and my background and my stories, and even some of the massive failures that I've made. And a lot of people who have followed me for a long time on YouTube, you just know me. You know what I mean? I get messages all the time, you're like a big brother to me, or I feel like I really needed your energy in my life, and all this stuff. And that's just because I just give from a place of wanting to help people. And when your content gives from a place of wanting to help people, and your top of funnel is a mechanism naming top of funnel, like it's, hey, you got this problem, this new thing, then you'd be pleasantly surprised with just how much influence you can create and how quickly you can create it. And even with just like my small, humble following, I don't have a big following. You know what I mean? Like I've never had like, and I'd like to have it by the end of 2024, much larger following on the internet. But as of right now, you know what I mean? It's a pretty humble little corner of the internet. And I actually enjoy it that way. It's like less pressure. So, yeah, I hope that this has been helpful for you. Just a quick video I wanted to whip together, wrapping up my day today. It's Saturday evening, and I'm going into Sunday. I'm going to take Sunday off, enjoy my time with my wife, my beautiful pregnant wife, who I'm very excited to have a baby with, and he will be here Christmas Day, according to the doctors. So that's freaking crazy. But I hope that you've enjoyed this video, just being consistent with the uploads and adding some value to you guys. Thanks for watching.